massive fight coming up for yourself on the 18th of October over in Dublin. Tell me, how much you're looking forward to your latest test?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Training hard. It's probably the best venue in Ireland for boxing, like the National Boxing Stadium. It's where I had about 50, 60 amateur fights, and after having my debut in England, I'm really looking forward to having my Irish debut, especially being in the National Stadium. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
You got a lot of friends and family going down?
Yeah, I only got my tickets 2 weeks ago, and I've 120 gone already, so try to get a few more now over the next few days, and organising a bus, so I only live about 50 minutes away, so it's going to be a big crowd. With that obviously brings a bit of nerves, but yeah, you either strive off them or you fall apart, so we'll see on the night,
How do you find it, obviously training out here in Leeds?
Yeah, it's a funny story. I actually met Wayne on holidays. He came into the gym when I was finishing sparring, and he says, "Is there anybody here that would spar a celebrity?" Like, he was training for Misfits, it's Tom Zanetti, and I overheard, and I had seen Tom Zanetti was there, and I knew it was him, so I said, I'll spar him. So that's how we ended up meeting. Because he said, "No, you're not sparring him," because I had fought one of his lads. But the next day he messaged me, right, do you want to spar him? So that's how we became friends, and ever since then, I decided, like, I'm still based in Ireland most of the time, but for training camps I come over here. It takes me away from any distractions. It's incredible. Like, the lads are like family. Wayne, I stay in Wayne's house, I was living in the caravan, but he got rid of the caravan now, so I stay in the couch, but it's all very beneficial, it's incredible. The boys here are like family to me now. They all came to my fight. I'm going home tomorrow, but I'll be back here on Sunday to support Ellis, who's making his debut. So we're all like a family, and everybody wants to see everybody winning. Everybody gets behind each other, and it's just the best way to have it. It's all good vibes, and it takes me away from any distractions at home. So yeah, it's class.
You're living on a couch away from your family. The life of a pro boxer is not easy at all. But are you sure that in the end everything will be worth it, right?
Oh, 100%. Like, they're some of the sacrifices you have to make. Like, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to try and improve myself. Like I said, yeah, of course I'd love to be at home. I love country music, so when I'm at home, I'd love to. I don't drink or anything, but I go out and I play country music with my family. But coming here, you're just away from any distractions, and yeah, like I said, they're the things you have to do to try and improve, to try and develop, and if that's what has to be done, that's what we'll do.
How would you sum up your professional career so far? How are you happy with how things have started in your professional ranks?
100%. Like, I had my debut in Bradford in the Cedar Court Hotel in July. Had like 85 people over from Ireland. It was quite a big crowd, and it was a small enough venue, so 85 people there who are very loud felt like 1,000 people. Some of my friends were trying to get into the ring, and it was a brilliant experience. But no, I'm improving well. I just done 6 rounds there with 2 lads back to back. That was my last spar at camp. I'm very happy with how camp has went, thank God. Got in some good rounds on Monday as well, and on Sunday. Had a lot of good sparring this camp, but we're just improving constantly, developing little things. Every week I can see improvements. Like, I remember when I first came here, I had a lot of amateur fights, but over 100 amateur fights, but it was such high tempo, so we're slowing it down here. And when I first got here, I didn't realize they only take 45-second breaks, but I'm getting used to it now from doing it so often. But yeah, I'm very happy how it's going. Like I said, constantly improving and just baby steps in the right direction.
The ultimate dream, world champion?
100%, yeah. Like, it's too dangerous a game to do it if you don't believe you can get far, Boxing's like an addiction. When you're winning, you want to stay winning. When you're losing, you want to come back with a win. So that's the dream, fight for a world title in my home county in Laois, there's only ever been one other professional boxer, TJ Doheny from Laois, that I'm aware of, and he won a world title. So to do what he's done would be unbelievable. But yeah, I'd love to get that far and win a world title. Like, I want to look back when I'm 50 or 60 years old and say I'm proud of my career. I don't want to look back and say I could have done this, should have. You hear so many lads, I could have, should have, would have done this. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be able to look back on my career and say I'm proud of what I did.
No regrets.
No regrets, exactly, yeah. I started out as a 10-year-old. My friend got me into it. He said I was doing kickboxing. He said boxing is better. So I actually just got into it to prove to him that I prefer kickboxing, but I ended up liking boxing more. So travelled all over the world in the amateurs, 30 countries boxing, all America, all over the place. But my ultimate dream is to win a world title.
For people who've never seen you in the ring, how would you sum up your style? What would you say to them to expect on fight night?
Just show my boxing skills. My debut was a good example, just in and out boxing, not losing my amateur pedigree, my feet work and things, getting in and out of danger, but settling down a little bit more. I suppose it's a cliche, but everybody when they go from amateur to pro, because of more rounds, etc., you're trying to settle down. You're trying to settle down your feet and trying to set up the shots a bit more, but not losing what I had in the amateurs either, but just developing on it and improving on it.
Last one, Beterbiev or Bivol?
100% Bivol, my favourite boxer at the minute. I love that old Soviet style, that in and out boxing. Beterbiev is dangerous, really dangerous. You've seen how easy he dealt with Callum Smith, who is an incredible boxer. Joe Smith Jr., who gave Bivol problems, but I just think Bivol is at his peak at the minute, and Beterbiev might be a little bit, I don't know, it is a hard call, but I do think Bivol's in and out boxing skills, hit and don't get hit, the Arab boxing, but if Bivol does hit, or Beterbiev does catch him, it could be game over in a second. He has that lights out game changer behind him, but I'm going to go with Bivol on points.